So today's session is on how a mutual fund distributor can grow his sales. Sales is the top line of a business. And finally, after all the expenses, whatever is left, that is your profit, and that becomes the bottom line. Now, first thing which I would share, which I have also learned from some teachers, is try to create your top line today and make it as a bottom line 3 years from now. Let's say for 2024, if 1 crore was your top line as a sales, try to make it 24, 25, 26, 27. For the year ending 27, make this 1 crore as your bottom line. Okay, which means probably your top line will be 2 crores or 3 crores or whatever it is. So try to do this every year with a focus. I think then the sales automatically keeps on growing. And what is the format in which you should be maintaining, which you should be doing, so that no, you can see the progress of your sales and try to give yourself a target for that. That is one part which I will be doing in the second part of the session today. And in between, we will share some strategies. And initially, I will be talking about what is the most important thing to sell anyone. Okay, so these are the three things which we will be talking today. And I'm sure if we can just pick up one of the ideas, we can work on it. The second part, so let's get into the first part. So what I will do, because this is a music of a Bollywood movie, I'll mute the record. So in this music, what we have seen, just before I played the music, uh, while the music was continuously being played, the pictures and the scenes of that particular movie was there in front of you. And whatever the scenes were there, also there. So you can just see how much deep rooted the impact of that movie. I think probably this was more than 50 years old or 40-year-old movie or whatever it is it there. And this has worked. And people don't forget, it's not that people are watching this movie or listening to this music every time or quite often, but still people remember. So this is the impact of, if rightly you have actually created a story in the mind, storyline is created, and you have actually sold that product. What are we doing in our business to do something like this, wherein if a communication from our side, or if a proposal from our side, or even if something is not going, and if they see something somewhere, they think that, we should go and buy something from Deepak Agarwal or from Harshad or from Manoj Munot or from Dibbendu, whatever. So this is how they are doing. So what is that you have done? Can we have some thoughts on this, maybe for another 2-3 minutes? You can write it also, or anything which you have done, something like that, anything impactful.
हम
I'll give
हमारा
you one more example before you share. अच्छा, पहले हर्षद भाई, you share.
हमें हमारा ब्रांड बनाना चाहिए या हमें खुद को बेचना चाहिए, हमें खुद को बेचना आना चाहिए। तो हम कुछ भी बेचेंगे तो सामने वाला ले लेगा।
तो वो क्या किया है उसके लिए आपने? कुछ एक एग्जाम्पल।
एक बुक लिखी,
बुक लिखी, वेरी गुड,
ऑथर टू ऑथोरिटी।
वेरी गुड, वेरी नाइस। आई गिव यू वन मोर एग्जाम्पल। आप बहुत सारे कसिनोज में जाते हैं ना, then what you see, there is a you go to any, I don't know how many of you have been to various casinos, so there is a different type of smell, okay, which is there. And also not in casinos, in some hotels also, some of the very eminent hotels, if you go and stay there, there is a very different type of smell which is there. Now the same smell, if you come across on the streets, okay, wo aati hai na, so you just are reminded of that particular hotel or that particular casino or that particular place. So this is also a way wherein, which helps a person to go back to that particular state, so that no, he start thinking about you, and then he will start or he's willing to buy, and he's willing to do some more business with you. Okay, so many, in any case, आपके किसी क्लाइंट ने अगर आपके संग, इफ दे हैव परचेज समथिंग, जहां पे उन्होंने फोन किया और आपको बोला कि अरे मुझे ऐसा ऐसा कुछ याद आया, लगा कि मेरे को आपके संग कांटेक्ट करना चाहिए, तो ऐसी क्या चीज देखकर वो आपको फिर से फोन कर रहे हैं? ऐसी क्या चीज को देखकर, व्हाट इज दैट दे आर लुकिंग एट, एंड दे think that they should be calling you, connecting with you, and then they connect with you and do business with you? What is that thing people have called? So I think these are the things which you should make a point and try to do them more and more, and try to make them as your brand. Okay, because these are the things because of which people are getting attracted, or maybe no, people are getting in tune with you and with your work. तो ये वाली चीजें उन्हें पसंद है, and that is the reason you should be doing that. So what is that thing? If you all can share something, maybe one or two things for those things which people have called and said कि ये चीज के कारण मुझे आपका याद आया and I want to do something with you. Please respond fast. This is only a 55-minute session, and we are already left with another 45 minutes.
जैसे जैसे एवरी ईयर शुरू में आपका जो वो गोल्ड प्लान वाला डायरी आता है, तो हमें आपका याद आ जाता है जनवरी में। सिमिलरली कस्टमर्स आल्सो, चाहे ना चाहे कुछ वो हमको जनवरी में तो जरूर, और मार्च में टैक्स प्लानिंग के पहले जरूर वो हमको याद करते हैं, क्योंकि हमने हर समय उसको बचाया है, दिया है, तोहफा दिया है या सही प्लान दिया है। तो जनवरी एंड मार्च ये दोनों महीने में उसका कॉल आता ही है मोस्टली।
ओके, पर हमें तो हर महीने खाना है। सी, सेल्स का मतलब क्या होता है ना, 12 months you need to eat every day, you need to pay your expenses every day. We cannot just do business. I know January, February, March is usually a month wherein no, the business happens to some extent a little more. I will include December also, December, January, February, March, but no, but we need to do business all the months. Like in Kolkata, the puja month is absolutely very, very dry. We cannot afford to do that, and in that month you actually pay bonuses, you are actually paying more salary, more expenses are there. So what is that you really need to do so that you ensure that every month your sales is in parity, and you are doing month on month progress compared to what you have done last year in the same month? What else? Anyone else would like to add something? Manoj bhai, or anyone else? Mr. Jay Kumar, Deepak Agarwal, Rahul Chandalia. Rahul, you can share something? Any one of you, Mane, what is that which is जिसको सुन के या जिसको लोगों ने कहीं से एक्सपीरियंस किया और उसे आपकी याद आ गई और उसने आपके संग बिजनेस कर लिया? He knows you, but you have not talked about anything, but still he just thought, नहीं यार, ये चीज तो I can do it with Rahul, I can do it with Manoj, I can do it with Pradeep, I can do this with Om Prakash, and they call you and they do it. Any one thing or two thing?
अरे, यह एक क्लाइंट को जब उसने बताया कि उसको एक ने बताया कि आप लोन रीपे कर सकते हैं, लोन रीपे मत करो क्योंकि 8% है, तो उसको मेरी याद आ गई। उसने बोला कि हाँ, आपने सही कहा था कि लोन रीपे नहीं करना चाहिए क्योंकि 8% है वो, और हम 12% बैंक के पैसे से कमा सकते हैं।
Okay. So maybe you mentioned something, or kahin na kahin that same thing happened, and then he thought about you. Very good. Anyone else? चलिए, कोई बात नहीं, ठीक है, तो let's move. हो गया. Now, this is one very simple thing in any sales workshop. I just do this. बहुत ही old है ये तरीका. How many squares can you see?
16.
Please write in the chat box if you wish to. 16, 16, 30, 17, Manas, Neha, Rahul, anyone else? 16, 21, देखिए हमारे वॉलेटिलिटी कोचेस सब राइट आंसर दे रहे हैं. एवरीबडी इज रॉन्ग एक्सेप्ट यस राहुल एंड यस डी दारूवाला. बाकी सब आप लोग गलत हैं. हाँ, प्रसाद जी ने तो 40 लिख डाला. मनोज जी 29 नहीं, इट्स 30. सो द राइट आंसर इज 30. एंड व्हाई इट इज 30? वेरी सिंपल. You will have to see the 16 squares and then one, and then these four. This is one, this is two, this is three, this is four, five, six, then seven, then this is eight, and this is nine. And then the bigger one. This is 10 whole, and this is 11, this is 12, this is 13, and then the whole thing which is 14. So 14 plus 16, total 30 squares are there. Okay. सो इसका कहने का मतलब ये है, मेनी टाइम्स हम लोग ये सोचते हैं कि ये 16 क्लाइंट है हमारे, दिस इज आवर एरिया, बट फ्रॉम दो 16 देयर कैन बी अनदर 14 कॉम्बिनेशंस, ओके, विच वी रियली नीड टू अंडरस्टैंड, बिकॉज a husband and a wife and children and the parents, that this is a one unit, but connected with them there are further more and more people. There are in-laws of these people, and there are brothers and siblings and people around them, people sitting next to them in a cabin and things like that. Just so this way, yes. So this way, no, things can be things. So we'll have to see each one person as not a one person, but maybe 14 times more. तो मतलब एक वो एक बंदा एक नहीं है, एक्चुअली 14 लोग और उसके संग जुड़े हुए हैं some or other way, and you will have to see that, and the sales can actually grow. And the idea is you should be able to put that impact so that no, he is the one who is bringing in clients and he is the one who is sharing. I know people into insurance sector and all, still they do a lot of sales oriented thoughts. They ask for references. But what I have observed, people with mutual fund in mutual fund industry, they have stopped asking for references also. They have stopped asking for business also. Because to a great extent, people have become so comfortable कि हमारे पास जितने हैं उतने कोई मैनेज कर लें तो बहुत है. पर इंपॉर्टेंट चीज ये है कि आपकी भूख, ओके, योर हंगर, इट, व्हाट इज दैट हंगर? क्या वो हंगर खत्म हो गई है? क्या वो हंगर नहीं रखनी चाहिए? और लाइक यू आर एक्चुअली गेटिंग इनटू सम वेरी वेरी स्पिरिचुअल path wherein you think that there is no need to do any more sales, there is no need to think about money. तो अगर हम लोग ये देखते हैं ना कि सेल्स करना गलत है या इट्स टू मच, वन शुड बी satisfied at some point of time, then I think there is no point of being in this business. So if you are into some business and if you are doing it, just be number one or number two there. अगर आप नंबर वन और नंबर टू नहीं हैं उस पर्टिकुलर फील्ड में, उस पर्टिकुलर एरिया में, उस पर्टिकुलर लोकेलिटी में, then I think there is no point in being in that business. And in order to do that, there is one thing which can prove that you are the best in that particular area, is the sales which you have made. And obviously the appreciation, the happiness when you see on your client's face and in your client's behavior and in its client's attitude towards you, I think that itself is the big thing. Now I will just come to something okay. There are certain logical levels, okay? So there are anyway, see, my sales workshop is a 2-day workshop wherein we talks about quite a number of things. But I thought this is going to be one of the most important thing which I can share with you. When we are trying to, or rather making a sale or making an interaction for any product, okay, or any concept or any services which we are doing, we should look into all these areas. Okay, these 6 areas we should look into and try to position our product or our services or anything which we want to do to a person कंसिडरिंग ऑल दिस, ओके, तो चलिए एक एग्जांपल लेते हैं। पहले हम लोग एक नॉर्मल लेते हैं और उसके बाद में हम लोग म्यूचुअल फंड्स पे आते हैं या हमारा सर्विस रिलेटेड एक प्रोडक्ट की बात करते हैं। और फिर हम लोग बात करेंगे सेगमेंटेशन की, कि आपने अपने पूरे के पूरे बिजनेस को कितने सेगमेंट्स में डिवाइड कर रखा है, एंड आर यू लुकिंग एट ऑल दिस सेगमेंट्स स्पेसिफिकली सेगमेंट वाइज, हाउ मच प्रॉफिट यू आर मेकिंग। तो सबसे पहला है एनवायरनमेंट। सो लेट मी गिव यू एन एग्जांपल वेर इन नो वाइन, ओके। कुछ लोग कहते हैं शराब पीना बुरी बात है, ओके। जस्ट एक डिस्क्लेमर दे देता हूं, मैं शराब नहीं पीता, पर फिर भी एक एग्जांपल आपको दे रहा हूं वेर इन नो यू कैन जस्ट अंडरस्टैंड द होल कंसेप्ट बाय दिस ऑल दिस पैरामीटर्स, ओके। दिस इज फॉर अ पर्सन हु इज विलिंग टू ड्रिंक। आज शाम को समझ लीजिए दिव्येंदु को बोलते हैं कि चलो आज दिव्येंदु लेट्स हैव अ ड्रिंक टुडे, ओके। सो दिव्येंदु आप क्या बोलेंगे? लेट्स गो फॉर अ
हम तो
ड्रिंक।
हम तो हम तो एक्सक्यूज दे देंगे क्योंकि आदत छूट गया।
आदत छूट गया, चलो कोई बात नहीं। So we will have, see, this is one example where we will try and understand, and same thing we will put it into this. But again, this can be a very easy way to understand the thing. Okay. तो सबसे पहला तरीका है environment. Okay. So if somebody wants to answer, okay, or maybe there is an objection, लोग देते हैं कि भैया आप वाइन क्यों पी रहे हैं, शराब क्यों पी रहे हैं। सो वो कहते हैं कि एनवायरनमेंट को ध्यान में रखते वो कहते हैं आई ड्रिंक एज पर सिचुएशन। इट्स नॉट दैट आई एम ड्रिंकिंग एवरी डे, आई ड्रिंक ओनली व्हेन देयर इज अ पर्टिकुलर सिचुएशन, or maybe a birthday, or maybe a reason to celebrate, then is the reason, or maybe something like that when he is there with someone. So then is the only time he is drinking. Okay. Then behavior. Then he will say, it's not my behavior that I drink every time. Okay. So he wants to make it very, very clear that it's not a part of his addiction or the regular thing because of which he is drinking. Okay. So he is not drinking usually. But today, maybe there is a certain situation which has come because of which he is drinking. Then you can talk based on the capacity. आपकी काबिलियत, आपकी कैपेसिटी क्या है। तो in that case, see, it's only one glass or maximum two glasses, one peg or maybe two pegs, that's it, not more than that. So this is what the capacity is. There is nothing more which you are having, so there is no chance of getting or falling or maybe doing something which is unnecessary or not required. So this is only one or two pack, which again is, it's okay with anyone. Then there is a belief or the value. Then as per the values and as per the belief system, what it goes is like little drinking is good anyways. Okay, even doctors recommend that. This is what people has to say. If you are not drinking too much, if you drink too much, it's very bad. But if you drink maybe one or two pack, then it is fine. And then identity. Are you connecting the same thing with your identity? Which is like, I am not a regular drinker. It's only that when I am in the company of my corporate friends or my business circle, or maybe I have to be with the CEO of some other organization, then only I drink. Otherwise, I just don't drink. My idea of drink is only when it is official or whenever it is a corporate meeting, you really need to be there, you need to drink. That's it. So I am not a person who would drink every time. And then finally, the purpose. What is the purpose? Purpose is to give company to my friends. All the friends, after so many years, none of us are there together. So once in a while, maybe once in a month or once in 3 months, when all these friends get together, there is a simple reason to celebrate and to drink. So what you have done, you are trying to position your drinking habit with situation which is based on environment, situation which is based on behavior, situation which is based on the capacity, situation which is based on beliefs, situation which is based on identity and purpose. Now my question to all of you, you have to sell a mutual fund to a particular investor. Now, in all these 6 ways, what is that you will say so that based on environment, behavior, capabilities, beliefs, values, identity, and purpose, so that you can tell that this is the reason you should be investing in a mutual fund. Okay. So who is going first? Or maybe some of you can write it in the chat box also, and some of you can just unmute yourself and speak out. So this is the time, maybe for next 3-4 minutes. Let's hear it out from all of you. What do you all think? If you want somebody to buy a mutual fund, what is that your way, or what is that your communication will be to that person based on environment, considering the behavior, the way that I have given that example of drinking and alcohol. Who is going to start? Risk profiling. Okay. Goals. Okay. So can you connect them all with this? Okay, see, risk profile and goal, we are not coming right now. We will anyway. That's a part of the thing. A person needs to do a risk profiling. A person needs to have a goal, and based on that goal, you are suggesting him a mutual fund, suggesting him an SIP. Okay. Now, make him understand asset allocation. Absolutely. But how you can, new generation, new looks. Okay. How you can connect that same thing with the environment. Abhi mahol kaisa ho raha hai? See, the way example, the drinking was considered. See, mutual fund, how you can connect this with the environment. See, they are drinking as per situation. Abhi situation aisa hai, isliye drink kar rahe hain. So how will you connect this with the mutual fund investments? Okay. Behavior. So how are you going to connect the investments with the behavior? Capacity to save. See, there are very other ways of doing a sales and all. So this is something which is very, very subtle. You are not doing a hard sales, and you actually need not do a hard sales when it comes to uh, profiling or goal-based planning or mutual funds. Okay, there is nothing which is required to do something very, very hardcore. So that is the reason this is a very subtle thing wherein you have to connect. First, you will have to see वो सामने वाला बंदा क्या चीज से ज्यादा connect करता है. Some people connect with environment. Some people connect with the behavioral thing. Some people connect with their identity. Some people connect with the purpose. अब किसी को invest करना है, वो जब तक आपकी capability नहीं देखेगा, वो invest नहीं करेगा. So to that capability वाला person, what will be your answer? Let's say if somebody is going to check the capability, then what will be the answer?
Your knowledge, your authority, and your attentiveness. It's not key you have there to sell only. It's sometimes we
So
have to be there.
how will you showcase your capabilities? Knowledge तो है, ठीक है, सब में ही होता है.
My credential, my last achievement, my big cases like who are my customer clientele, who are the company with whom I am working, what are the experience in this industry, what is if it is an insurance, how I handle the claim procedure. That's even for health and life
This is
insurance
your
claim.
identity. That this is somewhat your identity, that this is what you are. So when you have to connect yourself, or if somebody is challenging your identity, then you will have to tell that this is the number of years, this is what your clientele is, this is the way you have served people. So you are just trying to showcase and prove that this is what your setup is all about. How are you
Yeah,
going to show your capabilities?
apart from that, what are the event you have been attending and how you have been there? You were invited as a
Absolutely.
speaker.
Speaker. No, not only speaker. Yes, absolutely. So what is the study you have done? So this is the capability. See, sir, I am a certified financial planner or an analyst, and we have been continuously working, and I have done RVCC. and I am also using certain softwares and certain things, wherein we analyze the fund managers, which fund manager is doing best, and based on ratio analysis, and you have to showcase your capabilities, that these are the things based on which you are doing the analysis and then giving it to a client. Okay, so that's one way of doing the capabilities. Is how will you show the purpose? Agar if you see that a client is looking forward to a purpose, without the purpose being defined, he will not invest with you. Then what will you share? I want others to also participate. Purpose, if purpose is the question, देखिए सब क्लाइंट्स की अलग अलग रिक्वायरमेंट हो सकती है ना, जरूरी नहीं है आपके सारे क्लाइंट्स को सारी चीजें ही चाहिए और सबका एक ही आंसर होना चाहिए। तो मैंने इसको 6 भागों में डिवाइड किया है। तो कुछ लोगों का ये रिक्वायरमेंट हो सकता है कि भाई मेरे को मेरा पर्पस सॉल्व होना चाहिए, तो उस क्लाइंट के पर्पस को सॉल्व अगर करना है, देन व्हाट इज योर आंसर? हाउ म्यूचुअल फंड विल एक्चुअली take care of the purpose for which he is investing. See, are we able to connect to whatever I am trying to say? Okay, maybe no. On one slide, we are just trying to do quite a number of things. But if this is understood, I think you will have a lot of answers and you will be able to get solution to anything and everything. Not only mutual fund. The same formula can be used for AIF PMS. The same formulas can be used for unlisted shares if you want to do, or bonds if you want to do, or if you want to propose a someone in your life. I think for anything and everything, you will have to look into these areas, and samne wale ka whatever the requirement is, if somebody, he or she is looking forward to a value system or a behavior answer or an environmental answer, you will be able to satisfy it. So that's how the whole thing is. Can anyone answer something based on purpose? Yes, absolutely, Mr. Narayanan. So finally, the purpose is of a particular client. He is telling that this is my purpose to create a retirement corpus. This is something which I really want to do. And for that, whatever has to be done, has to be done. So actually, this whole plan which we are doing, this mutual fund investment is actually aligned with that purpose. So many of the clients, they are only focused with the purpose. और उन क्लाइंट्स को अगर आप ये एनवायरनमेंट, वैल्यू, आइडेंटिटी, ये ज्ञान दोगे, नहीं समझ में आएगा. So they are absolutely focused on the purpose, and if you share with them the purpose, and they are done. So they will do everything with you. Absolutely right, correct. So let's see this, and I think I have written this. So the first part, wherein no environment. Yes, we can talk about the transparency. I will share this slide with you, or you can just click a picture also. So the environment is like, yes, mutual funds is one of the most transparent thing. So the environment is, there is nothing hidden, there is nothing fishy, there is nothing scheme or like no chit fund or anything like that. So it's very, very transparent. Behavioral part, if you see, again, this is something for common people. Okay. And so for common people, I think this is the best thing to do for the long term. Now we have a lot of results also. Like there are SIPs which has run for 30 years, and by investing at 10,000 rupees per month, you have actually created more than 20 crores. And capabilities, as I mentioned, there are experts like fund managers. There are people who are then again, finally between investors and the company, there is a fund manager, and then there is this coach or a distributor or an advisor who is helping them to take decisions and align these investments with the goals, as was mentioned by some of our friends. Finally, the beliefs and the values. What is a mutual fund which can actually be the best for wealth creation? People are buying equities, they sell equities, but we have rarely seen people creating that long-term wealth. Okay, until and unless somebody just forget it, or if something was in a physical form, people have actually created wealth based on a particular goal, or maybe for a child, or maybe for whatever. So this long-term wealth creation, even though the returns can be little less than the direct equities in some cases, but still the value creation happens. This is what the belief is, with some examples of your own clients, own investors that can be shared. Identity. Yes, the identity is like you are just not managing the buying and selling stocks from a broker. You are getting it done with an expert. You are getting it done with a professional, where there is a professional manager who is managing mid cap. There is a professional who is managing a theme-based fund. There is a professional who is managing large cap. And you, as someone who is understanding the risk or the profile of a particular person, is allocating your specific goal to a particular area and a particular uh, fund manager and aligning him with your requirements. So this is how your identity should be there in between. And finally, purpose, as was shared by one of our participants in this group, the purpose is this is a common man's product. And finally, there is a goal which has to be taken care of. The purpose is to reach to this goal, and the whole system, the whole bridge which is created is the idea of this goal. So this way, this is actually taken care of. I hope this makes sense. Any questions on this so far? So same way, no, you can actually create and do the same thing for health and no for AIFs. So if I have to, if some of you are doing AIFs and PMS, now the environment now, no, people are investing for so many. Can anyone tell me the same thing? I will not say. Is someone in this group doing AIFs and PMS? If someone, can you use all these areas and pitch your AIF? Will anyone volunteer? No one? Anyone? क्या बात है?
पीएमएस
Everybody
क्लियर
mute.
कर सकते हैं थोड़ा बहुत,
बोलिए.
because it is done by fund managers and experts, and it is a specialized product for a customer, HNI.
नहीं नहीं, अपने को ये देखना है व्हाट इज द एनवायरनमेंट, क्यों हो गया है.
हाँ,
हमें AIF PMS ऐसा क्या माहौल हो गया है कि AIF PMS बेचना पड़ेगा उस क्लाइंट को.
he is a HNI and he wants something different from the masses.
हाँ, different. Okay. You can just compare the whole industry as a whole. Jitna equity is managed by mutual fund, almost similar or maybe little less is managed by AIF PMS at this point of time. So the AIF PMS industry has also grown phenomenally. And all the investors, behavior kya aa jata hai na, after a certain point of time when they have really made good money or big money, then they want to feel something special. ये behavior हो जाता है. I have become an HNI. I have made so much money. Now I should be treated in a very special way. So my behavior is, and that's what we are doing it in AIF and PMS. Capabilities. Now, to these people, when the money is more, you need to be like special care has to be taken. So that is the reason AIF and PMS, where the fund size is small compared to what the mutual fund size is, and then basically that one-on-one, maybe you can consider that focus is done. Now, belief and values. So again, this is also there. Yes, for long-term wealth creation, mutual fund is best. But the belief is there now. Everybody is doing mutual fund. Now, my value system is I really want to be at a separate level, and it has to be many fold the growth. So मेरे को ऐसे करना है. और identity, मैं अपने ड्राइवर और अपने आप को डिफरेंट समझना चाहता हूँ. Okay, I want some personal attention at a higher level, wherein the same service, if it is for my driver or my peon, some people can think that this can be different. So I just want a separate treatment. I want to be identified as somebody different. So that's what many clients may think. And finally, purpose. Yes, wealth creation हो सकता है, goal हो सकता है, but मेरे को ऐसा product लेना है जो common masses के लिए नहीं है, only for classes हो. So you can actually use all this basically by understanding कि that client, उस client को क्या चाहिए और वो किस फैक्टर को ज्यादा तवज्जो देता है. which factor he is focusing more on, whether it is the purpose, identity, belief, capability, behavior, or environment. These are certain strategies which is again very commonly you can try and use them in any part of the or anything, whatever you want to do, and that can really work in your favor. Okay. Making sense? Any questions so far? Nahi? No questions. Very good. So Abhi, what I will do, I will share with you और एक चीज है ये जो क्लाइंट्स का एक मैं सेल्स का आपके संग एक कैलकुलेटर शेयर करता हूं और एक ये सेल्स का आपके संग पूरा का पूरा टेबल है एक एक्सेल शीट है वो मैं शेयर करूंगा सो आई विल जस्ट शेयर इट विद एवरीवन ओके इट्स एन एक्सेल फाइल where you can actually write your sales and give yourself target and see the progress. But before that एक चीज समझना है when we are doing a sales कि क्लाइंट की क्या क्या रिक्वायरमेंट फुलफिल हो रही है. मैं आप लोगों को उससे रिलेटेड एक छोटा सा एक गाना है जो हमने बनाया था चल लो ओके विच मीन्स एडवाइजर के साथ चल लो एंड दिस इज अगेन फॉर अ इन्वेस्टर एंड दैट इन्वेस्टर इफ यू आर एन इन्वेस्टर व्हाट इज द एडवांटेज यू हैव. अगर आप इन्वेस्टर हो तो क्या एडवांटेजेस हैं. आप समझ लो एक इंजीनियर हो. So if you are an engineer and if you are a chemical engineer and if you are working with a company which is dealing with chemicals, then what happens? You will have to work with that company for the whole life. But if you are an investor and if you think chemical industry will be doing well, you invest in that company. Now after some time you think that finance sector is going to do well, so you can take out the money from the chemical sector and you can invest into the finance sector, which means you change the gear. Now after some time you think no, not finance, the IT is going to do well, so you can actually invest your money into IT. So as an investor you have this privilege of investing into any sector wherever you wish, any type of fund, any type of scheme, any type of strategy, any type of industry. Only thing is you need to work, study and do certain things, but you can change it. In any business or in any study, if you are doing it on your own, you cannot do it just immediately. आप एक केटरिंग का बिजनेस कर रहे हैं, आप उसको बंद करके अचानक से गिफ्ट्स का बिजनेस नहीं शुरू कर सकते. इट्स नॉट पॉसिबल एट ऑल. एफएमसीजी का काम कर रहे हैं, मेडिसिन का काम नहीं शुरू कर सकते. इट्स नॉट पॉसिबल. बट इफ यू आर एन इन्वेस्टर यू कैन एक्चुअली डू दैट. सो इसीलिए ये गाना एक है जो मैंने बनाया, शेयर किया है. लेट्स लिसन टू दिस सॉन्ग.
इन्वेस्टर हो तो बेस्ट हो वरना चिंता से गोल हो इन्वेस्टिंग का रूल समझ लो एडवाइस
वीडियो स्टॉप हुआ है.
So again, investor ho to best ho, varna chinta se goal ho. The idea is, again, this song is FFF production, written by me only. So that's the reason we are sharing it. Idea yahi hai ki like an advisor is there with an investor every time. And I'll encourage all of you to download this from our YouTube channel and have this on your laptop. And whenever you are doing an investor awareness or an education program, you can use this if you wish to. So investor अपने हाथ में सारा कंट्रोल रहता है. एज एंड whenever you want you can actually do it. Again, we are talking about asset allocation. We are talking about getting in, coming out, rebalancing, and so many things. But I think all this is possible when you are with someone. Even though markets are up and down, people can do it on their own. But again, when you are with a advisor or a mutual fund distributor, life will be easy.
सर आपका वीडियो नहीं दिख रहा है.
So with this, I think the idea is clear that if our narratives, if the story which we are sharing with a particular investor, if that is very, very powerful, I think we can make a lot of difference. And that difference can be finally very, very great. So now the last part of the session, I'm just going to share with you one Excel sheet. Okay. So if you really need to ask for this, we will have the details of all the people who are participating. We will email this to everyone. इसके अंदर में क्या है कि like you do lot of varieties of business. ये थोड़ा सा बहुत focused way में if you can really do, I think this can really help to grow your business. Like one is the area of mutual fund. Then try to make SIPs as a different segment altogether. हम लोग म्यूचुअल फंड्स कितना आ रहा है हर महीने, लेट्स से we are earning from the mutual fund, or this is the mutual fund which we are doing, but SIPs कितना कर रहे हैं, SIPs finally SIP का book size कितना बढ़ रहा है, last year same month में कितना हुआ था, let's say last year same month में you did 10 lakh rupees का SIPs, new SIPs, this year are you doing it 11 lakhs, 12 lakhs, 13 lakhs or what? Vis-a-vis same month, this is what you really need to write. And this overall mutual fund industry, say whatever you are earning, let's say last year you earned 10 lakhs, this year you are earning same month 12 lakhs or 13 lakhs or 14 lakhs, that's what you need to know. Then if you are doing PMS and AIF, last year if it was nil and if you are doing it now, so segment wise, हमें देखना है, हमें ये नहीं कि ओवरऑल बिजनेस हो रहा है, हर सेगमेंट में आप कैसे प्रॉफिट कर रहे हो, month on month you really need to do it and you need to keep this sheet in front of you. Then in insurance and health industry, health insurance if you are doing with someone, then general insurance if you are doing, or life insurance if you are doing, maybe no P2P or bonds, stock broking, unlisted or whatever, and no so many things which you actually do, and product or anything like that. So this is how you really need to do, and then you need to see what is the total. And then segment wise, each segment wise, what is your profitability? Many a times हम लोग देखते हैं कि एक पर्टिकुलर सेगमेंट में हमें प्रॉफिट ज्यादा है पर फिर भी हम लोग उसमें काम नहीं कर रहे हैं. What you really need to do, you have those number of clients, can we share the segment wherein no we have margins which is higher, or which is something which is a requirement for all the other clients and all, and we can share that. So if we can do that, this can really help. So ये सारी की सारी चीजें आपको अगर जानना है, समझना है, so you can maintain a sheet like this and then you just see how much is the percentage growth. अब ये चीजें जो है, आप लोग अगर सिर्फ 10-20% ग्रोथ के लिए अगर करना है तो डोंट डू इट. इट इज नॉट रिक्वायर्ड. 10-20% तो आप ऐसे ही ग्रो कर जाओगे, क्योंकि मार्केट ही ग्रो कर जा रहा है 30-30%, 20-20%. तो एक्चुअली यू डोंट नीड टू डू. इफ यू प्लान टू ग्रो 100%, then only you follow these strategies or try to create this Excel sheet and try to do certain things. अगर आपका 100% से कम ग्रोथ का प्लान है, then it makes no sense. और अगर रियली 100% ग्रो करना है तो tomorrow, day after tomorrow, we are launching and announcing the April FFF Professional Meet Conference, which is at Patal Ganga. So we'll recommend all of you to be there. I'm sure आपको जबरदस्त ideas मिलेंगे, और वो ideas probably will help you to do a lot in your coming days. So वो सारी की सारी चीजों को जानने के लिए, समझने के लिए, be a part of this. You can actually just stay tuned with all the content which is coming to you, and just don't forget to register for the April conference, which is on 4th, 5th and 6th of April at Patal Ganga NISM. And the fees is very, very nominal. It's only 5,000 rupees, but you need to do by Saturday only, because जैसे 300 seats reserve हो जाएगी, you will not be able to get the registration done. We will only have 300 registrations for that. With this, we are done. I think.
Where is this Patal Ganga?
हाँ जी.
Where is this Patal Ganga?
पाताल गंगा, गंगा के नीचे है. पाताल गंगा is near Mumbai. It's in Navi Mumbai actually.
Okay.
It's a campus for NISM. It's one of the largest campus which was created by Government of India, and it's a beautiful place to be there. The idea is we will be playing all our games there: the volatility game, asset allocation game, technical analysis game, fundamental game, influencer games, and team building games, so that all these games you get a hand on to them, so that you can actually conduct them when you require to do that. So this is going to be something which is very, very practical. We are not having any external speakers. Only volatility coaches and mutual fund distributors will be sharing and understanding, and we will be conducting these games. Yeah, in between we will have some experts from AMCs also, but it is all there. So on the website, the link and all, everything is mentioned. So if you go to the website, you will be able to see this.
There is the with stay, without stay.
Registrations will open tomorrow only, day after tomorrow. For tomorrow, it is open for the volatility coaches. And then if you just see this, events, there is this FFF Professional Meet, and this is NISM Patal Ganga. So this is the link of the page, if you see. Yeah. So these are the highlights and registration and all. And this is also the video. You can see this. Okay. And the flow of the event is mentioned tentatively there. And there is a Google form. If you fill this form, your seat will be reserved and the registration link will be emailed to you. Then you can register. Otherwise, no, the limited capacity is there. So you may miss the opportunity to register yourself. So that's it. This is going to be the thing.
This is with registration or without registration? The stay.
Yes, yes.
With the stay, without stay, sir.
Link will be with you on Saturday at 6 o'clock in the morning. This is the first ever FFF professional meet. This is on the website. This page link I can also show. This is the beautiful campus. I hope all of you will see this. You are a FFF everything is included. You can connect with the plant of the not ready. have our email. The auditorium. The theme is narratives. What is the narratives? What is that you should be you are doing business, you are doing a small. That's these are all the games. You will see many of our volatility coaches apps. How they have been doing games for 15 years. Enjoy the movement of this registration is only open for 48 hours on 15th and 16th. So you really need to speed up and do the registration ASAP when the whole thing is being done. Got it? So I will share this link wherein you can, I'm just putting it in the chat box. This just have a look at the chat box. So this is the page link. Yes, this is with the stay. Yeah. It's a very nominal cost. The reason it's 5,000 only, and it is very, very much subsidized. So this includes the stay for all the 3 days, all the meals, everything. It's only 5,000, and it is open only for Saturday and Sunday. And if 300 seats are done, so we'll have to close it on Saturday also. So on this page, the link will become live on Saturday morning. You all can do. And we will have more learning on sales, more learning on communications, how you can actually do the pitching. And through these games, we will have more and more ideas. With this, look forward to see you next Thursday again. So next Thursday also, we will be coming up with some interesting session. There is one more presentation which I just forgot, which was made for this session only, which is on Sept. And to next week, we are actually starting a series on how we can actually expand the horizon of systematic investment plans and SIPs, and how we can actually grow the SIP. And we will also have some experts who have actually grown their SIP books significantly. So we will really look forward to have that. With this, we are done for the day. Thank you so much. Any questions we can take? We have another 1 or 2 minutes. Otherwise, we are done for the day. Thank you. Any questions?
सर, आज के सब्जेक्ट के बारे में नहीं, मगर आज जो बिल पास हुआ है टैक्सेशन के बारे में, इसके बारे में कुछ आपको इंफॉर्मेशन है क्या? आपको क्या लगता है कि उसके बारे में वो हमारे बिजनेस पे क्या इम्पैक्ट कर सकता है?
जी, मैंने नहीं स्टडी किया है. अगर कुछ स्पेसिफिक क्वेश्चन जेनेरिक होगा तो मैं आंसर दे पाऊंगा, पर अदरवाइज मैंने उसका देखा नहीं है. तो until and unless I have a thorough look into this, मैं कमेंट नहीं कर सकता. Anything else? So probably we can have some discussion on that also. That's a good idea. चलिए, गुड. आई होप जो भी सेशन है आपको अच्छा लगा होगा, और आप इससे कुछ ना कुछ एक पॉइंट भी अगर यूज कर पाते हैं, दैट्स रियली गोइंग टू हेल्प, और अपना ये सेशन ऑर्गेनाइज करने का पर्पस सॉल्व हो जाएगा. एंड आशा करता हूं आप सब लोग NISM पाताल गंगा के लिए रजिस्टर करने का प्रयास करेंगे और रजिस्टर कर भी पाएंगे. दैट्स मोर इम्पोर्टेंट. पुणे और बॉम्बे और महाराष्ट्र वालों के लिए और गुजरात वालों के लिए इट्स वेरी वेरी नियर. यू कैन जस्ट take a car and come, and you can park the car also there and be there. That's it. So with this, thank you so much. It was